So in our last video, we learned how to declare simple types like Boolean, number, any. Let's go ahead and get rid of that for now. And let's work on some more advanced types here. So we can say let string array, and I'll make that of type. We can say string array. We can use capital S, lowercase s. But this is declare an array of strings. So string array could equal hello world. Oop. And there again, we caught a typo. Perfect. So you can see there, works great. We could also call it generic array, and it'll be type array of string. So this is syntactically the same as this guy up here. The only difference, you can't have a lowercase here. So this has to be uppercase, and the type is declared here. So then you could say generic array equals, and we could say hey and hello. So these are pretty much both the same. So we come back here and run that. Oops. And we see our code is declared with vars. Everything's looking good. So the next thing we want to look at is a tuple. So tuple's just like an array, essentially, in this case. But it happens to have different types. So these work great when the type is all string or all number or all Boolean. But what if you had mix match of types, which would be what a tuple could be good for. So in this case, we could say let my tuple equal, oops, not equal. We're declaring a type here, not setting it to a value. And we could say number Boolean. Great. And now we could say my tuple equals, and if you say this, it's going to get an error. Hover over, because it's not assignable to type number and Boolean. Okay, so let's fix it. Say this is 3. It's still going to be an error because this needs to be a Boolean, which is true or false. And we do that, and we see it resolves. Perfect. So one last type here I want to show you is an enum, and we'll say colors, and we'll declare some colors. We'll say red, blue, green. Oops. And now we can say let color equal, let color be of type colors. So we haven't actually declared a variable, we're just setting an enum. So this type's a little different from the tuple, since the tuple is basically an array. And then we can say let color, say color equals the colors dot red, which would be basically a 0. So we say 0 would be the same thing. So if you hover over in the enum, if you don't assign properties, the default is going to be setting it to its numerical place in the tuple. But we could say red, blue, green to give them default properties. Now we see we have a problem because this is expecting a string called red. So that doesn't even work anymore. So you'd have to go colors dot red. Now you see, now that fixed our problem. So that works when they're defaults and they're default to numbers. But once you start assigning them to values, that's when you have some issues. So this may not be that helpful, but imagine if you had the word gray And people misspell this all the time. They could put G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y. So we want to make sure we use G-R-A-Y. So now if we went colors dot and we get type ahead, type gray, everything works great. If we type gray with an E, that's going to be wrong. Perfect. We can go console.log and we can say color. And we come over here, we'll compile it. And then we'll say node main.js. So we want to run the JS file and we get the color gray. Perfect.